Hey guys, welcome back to Faith Family Laundry. It's been a little while, but I'm happy to be back. Today we want to do something a little bit different in celebration of our audience, but we'll get to that. Stay tuned to the end to find out what that is.
Love that.
So, honey, as long as you've been doing your podcast, I want to just have a brief interview with you, just based off of your experience and your failures and your lessons throughout the process. So, we just hit 100 subscribers. It's pretty
Ooh.
exciting. So, throughout this process, what has been some wins, some losses? What has been some lessons throughout the process? If you could give one thing to somebody who's starting the podcast, what would that be?
That's a really good question. So I had this vision for this podcast for like the past 5 years. It just never. I was always afraid. Just granted, I think that was my biggest thing was I was afraid. What would people think? What if people don't like what I have to say? What if nobody sees the value in it? And now I'm like, you know what? I'm so confident, and I'm just ready to do this. And it was a niche. Like I just needed that push to do it. And I said, "What? I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Like, what's the worst that can happen, right?" So I bought myself a little $10 background on Amazon that had faith on it. I used my phone and then my little microphone, and that's where we started.
Mm,
And you got to start from somewhere. You got to start. You got to start somewhere. So I started there, and then I saw that I was getting a lot of positive like messages from people like, I've always wanted to do a podcast. You encouraged me to do one, and I'm like, oh God, okay, this is good. This is I'm encouraging somebody. And then it wasn't until people were more so coming to me, oh, I want to share my story, and I'm like, okay, I'm getting something. I'm getting somewhere, and I
mm.
really like what I'm doing. And so that's when I had talked to you about like, okay, I want to make this official, and you were like, let's do it. And so yeah, it was bittersweet because I felt like at the beginning I was so scared. I'm like, what if like nobody fucks with me?
Yeah, yeah.
Like that's scary. Like as long like we can talk about it 100 times how people could be like, I don't care what people think, but like to a certain extent you do. Like
Agreed.
you do. Like you can't just sit here and be like, I don't care. Like no. So for anybody that wants to start a podcast, I say just do it. Fuck it, just do it. Talk about what makes you passionate. For me, is like motherhood and fatherhood and just marriage and all of that because that's the season that we're in right now. But find that niche. If it's business that you want to talk about, if it's like friendships or like anything like entrepreneurship, just do it. Yeah,
Just get it done.
just get it done. Yeah.
What's been the biggest challenge for you throughout this process?
Staying consistent
Mm.
has been the biggest challenge for me because
You've been doing a really good job.
thank you. Every single Tuesday since December, every single Tuesday. And I don't know why I chose Tuesday, but Mondays we have like therapy. So I was like, can't do Mondays. And then Wednesdays we have like midweek church. So I didn't want to do it on Wednesdays. And then Thursday is like pre Friday. And I didn't want to do it
Yeah.
on Friday. So I'm like, you know what? Tuesday sounds pretty cool. That's the day I'm going to choose. And I've been doing Tuesdays ever since. But I kid you not, some days I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here. And that's just the hard truth about it. Not that, oh, you don't love what you're doing, then you must. No, it's like life be lifing and like mom be momming and then wifing be wifing. And it's like life
Yeah.
just, throws so many curveballs that sometimes I'm like, I don't want to do this. Not because I don't love it, not because I don't love you guys, but it's like, it's so draining sometimes to be able to make everyone happy
Mm.
you know?
That's good.
And so sometimes I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do like for today, this podcast is for me.
Fair.
Like it's for me.
What's been the biggest motivation to stay consistent when you feel like you just don't want to do it?
Them.
Okay.
Literally, I kid you not, to a lot of people, like 100 subscribers is, to the haters, they're going to be like, oh, you got 100, like.
No,
But
that's
to
big.
me, that's 100. 110 of your fingers, 10 times of people that are genuinely following my page, that are genuinely listening to the wisdom that we have to give, the wisdom of other moms, and just their experiences that are truly just wanting to do better. And that's amazing for me.
100 doesn't sound like a lot, but when you fill it up 100 people in a
100 people
room.
in a room is a
That's a
lot of
lot. That's a
people.
lot of people.
Period.
I mean, at our wedding, we had
35. That's a lot.
and it was a full room.
Yeah.
You
it's a full-
know, so yeah, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, can you tell me about one experience or one thing that maybe someone has told you, feedback throughout this process?
Oh,
Maybe one
absolutely.
thing that kind of motivated you, kind of inspired you to keep going? Share that message with us.
Honestly, it was my bestie. I'm gonna say this over and over again, guys. When you have like a life bestie that has been through all of the seasons of your life, when they provide you with constructive criticism, it's literally coming from such a beautiful place. I kid you not, she criticizes my videos all the time, and she's like, "Look, I think you should change this. I think you should change that. I think this will do this. This will do that." And I'm like, "Bet, let me do it." And then when
Mm,
I do it, I get a lot of really positive feedback too.
mm,
So like, yeah, if I'd be lying if I said that I got any negative feedback when it comes to like the podcast or anything like that, which I know that right now it's not going to be that because it's only 100 subscribers, right? But once I start getting more, the hate's going to come with it.
Well, I do remember that there was I think it was a woman who contacted you that you inspired her and she gave you a really
Yeah.
heartfelt message. Can you
I
talk about
literally
that a
teared
little
up.
bit?
Yeah, I literally teared up. So it was on Facebook. This is a mom that has two babies that were born with cerebral palsy, but she also is a mom that deals with an autoimmune disease just like me with
Mm,
arthritis. And she's like, I don't know how you do it. I'm like, girl, I don't know how you do it. God forbid your kids are special needs and you're handling an autoimmune with being a mom of three and you're telling me that I inspire you. What? And like I teared up. Remember I was in the
yeah.
car and I teared up and I'm like, it was just such a beautiful message. She's like, I've been wanting to do a podcast for years just to talk about my experience. And I was like, girl, please do it. Just do it. Like I'll subscribe to you. We'll collab and like I'll show you everything. I'll show you what I use. I use Canva because I don't like gatekeeping nothing. And I was like, all of us can grow. Like we could literally all be there for each other.
Yeah,
And she
no,
was like, I'm definitely going to, take up the courage to do it. So
that's
yeah, that
really
was
good.
really nice.
Yeah, I remember the message was just get started, but you was reaching out to some moms and
Yeah.
trying to get some content, and now moms are reaching out to
Now
you,
mom's reaching
right?
out to me.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah. Because
So,
sometimes I would have to put like on my story, I'm looking for a mom of da da da, or I'm looking for da da da. Now I'm like, I'm booked out 2, 3, 4 weeks, and I'm like, wow, this is really nice. This is motivating.
yeah, that's really good.
Yeah,
I'm proud of you.
thank
Yeah,
you.
congratulations. You've been very consistent. 100 subscribers, that's pretty big, right?
Period.
I think when you started this journey, we didn't think about gaining subscribers or having people
No, I didn't
watch,
even like
but
know
it's
that was a
cool to
thing.
see that now
Yeah,
you have people actually subscribing.
yeah,
So that's
for
awesome.
sure.
Cool to hear.
I mean, I didn't
Um,
do this for the subscribers. Remember when I told you I was like, babe, I want to do this podcast because I feel like I'm losing myself. I feel like I need something that's going to be for me. That's something that I'm going to feel proud of. And I always, always say this. I don't care if it changes just one person's life. That is all I care for. I'm like, that's all I want.
that's really good.
Yeah.
If you can give one message other than just get started, what would that be to the audience?
I would say that I know that sometimes things get hard, that life could seem hard and with work and kids. But I feel like it's really important to put yourself first and really important to pour into your cup, and whatever that nature is, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a hobby like dancing or singing or anything like that, chase that passion, chase what gives you the motivation to just want to be better and what's going to make you happy ultimately, right?
So I heard something recently. It said when you just said chase your passion, when you say chase, it sounds like it's running away from you, right? We want to
Mm,
say attract, right?
I
Like a
like that.
magnet, right? We want to bring it to us as opposed to chase is like it's running away and you're trying to catch it, right?
Yeah.
So attract that, right? Whatever that may be,
Yeah,
right?
I like that.
If you can hit a magic button and your podcast could ultimately be exactly what you want it to be in the next year, 5 years, whatever that looks like, who would be speaking, who would you be interviewing, what would that be if you can paint the picture for the next 30 seconds?
Okay, so I was actually thinking about this the other day. I would love for my podcast to actually turn into a talk show. I don't know if you guys have seen like The Real, how like there's moms, single ladies, and an older woman, younger woman, just all sitting down at a table and they all have their perspectives and their opinions on situations that happen, the gossip and the blah, blah, blah. But I would like something like that. The first person that I would love to interview, I would probably say Kelly Clarkson. She has like her talk show. And also Drew Barrymore. She also has a
So
talk
the
show.
audience needs to tag them,
Yeah.
right? So we can
I
make that
love them
dream come
because they're
true.
so real and sentimental. And, I'm a Cancer and I'm sensitive. So
Imagine we get them on the show. We get them on the podcast
that would
to
be
come here.
that would be nuts. Like, come to my house.
That would be
They'll be like,
crazy.
"Do you got a studio?" Well, yeah.
Kinda.
But it's like, in Central Florida.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's funny.
Yeah, that would be amazing. though.
Well, congratulations. 100 subscribers, I think, is a big deal.
Thank you.
We wanted to just say thanks and give our gratitude. Thank you for supporting us. We would appreciate some likes, some comments, but a follow is good enough. As a thank you, we wanted to give you guys a $100 gift card.
Bam.
Um, the wife
We
here-
we will be letting you know exactly what you have to do to be able to win this $100 gift card. We will ship it out to you to a PO box wherever it is that you would like. In the comments below is exactly how you can enter to be able to win the $100. So yeah, this is just a gratitude from us, and thank you so much for just being by my side.
Yeah.
And I hope to be by your side.
What are we gonna do when we get 1,000 subscribers?
$1,000. Yeah, we are. I got you. I got you.
I'm not giving
And
away
I'm
$1,000.
we definitely are. We
Okay.
definitely are because God provides.
Amen.
And when we give, I promise you, when you give, you get back 10 times.
Talk about you produce some income throughout this process, or should we save that for another time? Let's save that for another time.
We'll save it for another time.
But thank you so much for tuning in. We look forward to the giveaway. And until next time.
Till next time.